What's going on, YouTube, and welcome back to Chasing Sunsets. Let's jump right back in. At the end of the last episode, we left off with David here, and he was telling us that more often than not, he prefers to run. It's actually safer. You know, in the real world, fights end in death or worse, whatever worse is. And we're not a good fighter, and he fears that we would run into a fight and just get ourselves killed. So let's see what happens to that. And before I can continue, hit that thumbs up and hit that subscribe. I would love your support. I love your feedback in the comments below, how it ways to improve the channel. Let's get going here. You almost always have more to lose than the other guy. I've only been in one fight in my life, David. I'm not looking for another. It'll happen again someday, whether you're looking for it or not. Tomorrow, we'll begin preparing for that. Sounds ominous. Painful, certainly. You adopt a mock serious tone. David, are you offering to be my sensei? More like a life coach for keeping your virginity a little longer. I'll have you know, the list of Hollywood starlets I've been pegged by is long and distinguished. Quiet laughter fills the clearing. Now, hopefully that didn't get me age restricted. How long did this eat, pray, fight thing go on for? Almost 5 years. Until David and I parted ways. Are you still in touch? No. Walter grows visibly uncomfortable. So, if I'm doing the timeline math in my head correctly, that brings us to... yeah. Mom and Dad. Uh-oh. Sicily, 18 months ago. What you must think of me. I wouldn't leave the bar with just any yank, you know. Even when they look like you. Not a chatty fella, are you? So, you're the quiet, broody type then. I talk when it's important. Fiona, if you want to know. Huh? My name is Fiona. Alex. What's the deal with your husband, Fiona? It was him watching us leave the bar, wasn't it? You seem pretty unhappy about it. Oh, you're a sharp one. I have a hall pass tonight, Alex, and you're my +1. What does that mean exactly? The husband made a mistake that should have been the end of our marriage. It may not feel like it, but you're the agent of his forgiveness. Tonight we even a score, so you could try to move on. I take it he didn't approve of your choice. It's fair to say he hoped I would pick someone less perfect. My girlfriend at the bar said you have sad eyes. You do, you know. Is that so? That's why you accepted my offer, isn't it? Do you hope our time together helps you remember someone? Or to forget her? Both. She offers no resistance as you press her against the wall and kiss her passionately. The thin fabric of her dress does little conceal her hardening chest. If that's just how a kiss feels, he was right to worry. Oh. You arrive at the room and Fiona suddenly seems nervous. So, full disclosure. My husband was my first, and I've never cheated on him. Not once. I asked myself if he had these doubts when he was with her. I asked myself if perhaps it was enough that he saw me leave with you. Until that kiss in the alley. Only now my doubts have changed. Go, if you want. I won't try and change your mind. You must understand. I meant that it doesn't feel like I'm settling a score anymore. As you move towards her, you see her tremble slightly. Fiona sighs softly as her fingers trace the bare skin of her arms. I want this, Alex. More than anything, I want this, regardless of bloody scores. Your fingers trace her chest through her dress while your lips tease her neck. What the fuck? Jay? Get a grip, Alex. You're over this. Oblivious, Fiona unlocks her phone while you retreat to the bed in shock. After dialing a number, she sets the device on the dresser facing the bed. If we are to continue, he needs to see this. The deal was that you would use a thing, but I doubt he did. So he'll just have to have faith in your self-control, won't he? That's between you and him. Enough about him. The rest of tonight is all about you. Well, definitely did stuff with Fiona, and I'd say that's the first like real sex scene of the game so far. There's not really a whole lot of animation to it, a little bit, but not too much. But it was okay. It was nicely done. What time is it anyway? The streets are never this quiet. You feel the bed jiggle, and remember, you didn't fall asleep alone. Fiona's still here? Be careful. Maybe I could sneak out without waking her up. You're about to slide out of the bed when you feel cool fingertips caress your chest. Jay? They're gone, Alex. What? Come home. Oh, he's obviously dreaming. You're startled awake from your nightmare by your phone's vibration. You sit up quickly and answer with a whisper, hoping to avoid waking her. Hello? Alex? This is Alex. Sis? It's so strange that you called. I was just talking to you in a dream. Alex, it's Mom and Dad. Uh-oh. They're gone. As she said the words, you knew in your heart it was true. But it was a dream. How? Thick with emotion, your voice emerges in a tortured rasp. They were on vacation in Scotland. I guess Dad was driving. It was foggy. Police said fog had frozen on the road. They hit a patch of ice and... You struggle to respond, to be reassuring, to be comforting, to be anything, but no words come. Alex, are you still there? Time seems to slow, till a flood of crushing pain is swallowed by merciless numbness. Yeah, still here. Nope, broke that. Oh man. Stage setter. 2-minute locked. Nice. Finally into chapter 1. That prologue was actually longer than I thought it was. Rivals and departures. Poughkeepsie, New York, 16 years ago. Oh, we're going way back. Mom packed white milk in my lunch today instead of chocolate milk. What the hell's chocolate? It smells like that. And she didn't cut the crust off my sandwich. And it had peanut butter. Wow, is that supposed to be like them imitating the accent? I'm sorry, Amanda. Did the new meds help out in class? Nah, pills don't help Brett's syndrome. What'd you eat for lunch, Mallory? I wasn't hungry today. Worthless mutt. Dogs only get fed once a day. Eat now, Mallory. I got chips in my pack. You can have them if you want. Too salty. Bleh. Guess being ugly isn't enough. Why not get fat too? Oh, isn't her? Okay. I was wondering, what is this? Was this her in her head? I'm assuming the way it's being presented. What? Here, eat. Jay's classic. Thank you, Mandy. See? I knew you were hungry. This is me. Mario looks at the house for a long moment without moving. See you tomorrow, Mel. Wait, Amanda? Do you think I could play at your house for a bit? Just a bit? How about you just don't come back? I have to ask my mom. Please? Just for a little while. Don't you ever want to go to your house? I do. I just like spending time with you more. Why? You know I'm not like other girls. Neither am I. We belong together. Yes, on your little island of misfit toys, you two are perfect for each other. No, we don't. You are perfect. Your brain is not messy. don't know what being mean is like. But you are not like me. Angrily, the disabled girl turns and storms off. Mandy, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it that way. You are right, Daddy. Mandy saw what I am too. It's funny because it's true. Mom, I miss you. Do you ever think about me? What did I do that made Daddy take me away? He just says it was my fault. Mallory sneaks into the dining room in the hope of not alerting her father. Oh no. That came from Daddy's study. But it's so quiet now. Pathetic and afraid, just like your mother. Mallory steeled herself as her father's voice taunted her. I'm not, Daddy. I'll show you. Uh-oh. Seat under the chair. Slowly, Mallory opened the door to her father's office. Smells like fireworks. Yep, that's what I thought. Daddy, I'm home. Daddy, what was that sound? Oh no. This was your fault. Mallory, I heard a loud noise. You left your front door open, dummy. Amanda's words die in her throat as she sees the blood on the floor, desk, and walls. Like, holy shit. Talk about fucking traumatic. Like, not even just a scene, you'll hear it as you're walking in the door. And you're at that age, you have no idea. Oof. She quickly hugs Mallory while turning her away from the grisly scene. Mal, listen now. Look at me. Come to my house, Mallory. Mama will know what to do. Oof. Present day. Your folks' accident happened in the middle of the night here. Hell, I didn't find out until the next morning. I found the next day too. Jay called. International next of kin notification is still old-fashioned. Hop the next plane home? If only. My passport had stamps from a lot of countries that made homeland security antsy, so I was stuck for a week in Naples before I was clear to get on a plane. Unbelievable! Thankfully, George was able to pull some strings. I made it to Boston just in time for Mom and Dad's service. Though I'd have missed it if even one more thing went wrong. I'm sorry, kid. That's beyond ridiculous. Thanks, Walter. So, how much time do we have left before you open? About 2 hours? You have to talk fast then. Wait, you're not done? I've barely gotten started. Angelo! Take the evening off. Paid, of course. Just leave a note in the chalkboard saying we're closed for inventory or something. Sure thing, boss. You didn't have to do that, Walter. I want to hear the rest of this. I'm not in the mood for customers now anyway. As long as he didn't close up on my account, I really don't know how long I could stay. Like I said, I'm not in the mood for a crowd. Daylight's burning. So, you said you made it back in time for the service? Yeah, but when I got there, it had already begun. Foxborough Lutheran Church, 18 months ago. So I'm assuming before I continue that this, at least the beginning section of this game, is him telling the story? Or is that the whole game? I don't know. Guess we'll find out. James and Sarah, we say to you in the midst of our sorrow and loss that we are grateful that you lived your lives among us. Jesus, Alex. On the one day I need you the most. Missing in action. Most fucked up thing is, I can't even be sure if it hurts more that you missed the funeral or that I didn't get to see you. May the road rise to meet you. May the wind always be at your backs. May the sun shine warmth upon your faces. It's one thing to bail on me, but Dad and Mom loved you so fucking much. May the rains fall soft upon your fields. Until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand. Now that our family is broken, it feels like all we ever were to you was an afterthought. Oh, wherever you are, you've never felt further away than you do right now. I don't know what to do with that. Oh, I'm not even gonna try to say that. Amen. Amen. What a shit show. I almost missed the eulogy. I can't even enter the sanctuary right now without making a scene. As you turn away in frustration from the chapel doors, you find yourself face to face with George. Alex! I was worried that you weren't going to make it. It was a close one. My plane landed just over an hour ago. My bags are still in the carousel at Logan. Listen, I can't thank you enough for your help. We'll talk about that later. How are you holding up? The adrenaline that fueled your mad dash from the airport fades, leaving you desolate. Your parents were the best of us. It's alright to hurt. God knows I do. You just stare helplessly at the ground and try to force your pain into a box. You need to know that they didn't blame you for leaving. I know. Is there anything I can do to help out here? Jay hasn't answered any of my calls since that night. If it wasn't for you, I would have never have known that the service is to be held. Nothing left to do, son. You want to talk to her, though. She's had a rough go of it. I don't mean just the accident. If she wanted to talk to me, she would have picked up when I called. You weren't there to see it, but a light went out in her when... Right now's not the time. You're going to see each other at my office next week anyway. There are some pending estate details to discuss, but those can wait until then. Make an effort to talk to her before then. I mean, really talk. Of course. Thanks, George, for everything. Alex, she's been through hell this week. Maybe keep a low profile until after the service. Yeah, I'll do that. Law offices at Worthwent, Turner and Hooch. That's a movie. Boston 1 week later. I think the movie's actually in Boston. That's interesting. And that is actually a great place to leave it for today. I have a feeling this next scene is going to be even more emotion since we have to see Jay for the first time in years at this point. How long has it been? What, 6 years? Something like that? So we'll definitely save it for the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that thumbs up. Hit that subscribe. I'll catch you all in the next one.